Hello and welcome to Channel 2S. I'm your host, Second Soundwave, and it's time for some more Gunpla news. So last time on Gunpla News, I talked about the Gunpla Next Phase project and how Bandai planned on adding a new section of Gundam-based Tokyo to show off upcoming kits. What I wasn't expecting though was for them to literally show stuff off the very next day. There's pretty much a Gunpla Expo's worth of kits to go over here, so I'm just going to run through these as fast as I can and just really hope that I don't miss anything. This is the Master Grade Astray Turn Red. Now the Turn Red's a design I've been kind of familiar with in the past. As the name suggests, it is a Astray, or a red frame Astray, with the colors turned around or inverted. So the white parts are red, the red parts are white. Sounds like a neat idea, kind of as a concept, but when I look at it, all I can think of is just kind of a bootleg. And I don't mean like a bootleg Gunpla kit, I mean like one of those hyper-fighting action robos you see clogging up dollar stores, like that kind of bootleg. Not a fan of it, but that's just my personal taste. Another big thing that I'm seeing with this that I don't like is of course the fact that it uses the tactical arms. Now I've built my own red frame Astray, and I like it quite a bit. However, one thing that I don't like is that stupid fucking sword. It looks so damn good in every single mode, but getting him to hold that is an absolute pain in the ass. I really wish it wasn't because it's such an awesome looking accessory, but when I see a kit that has two of these, there's a little piece of me that dies inside. Even worse than that, it looks like it's using the blue frame style handles as opposed to the updated handle that was used on the red frame. The handle actually still came with the red frame, so out of curiosity I swapped them out once. He can't hold it at all. The peg doesn't fit in the slot, and if you fit it in, it's gonna pop out within a second. So this guy's swords are best suited staying on his back. If you look at the picture right here, you can actually see they're kind of supporting him as well. So I guess they do serve a pretty good function there. Here's something pretty cool. So this is the, let me see if I can get this right, Buildstrike Galaxy Cosmos, I think. This is a successor to the Buildstrike and the Star Buildstrike, and the picture you're looking at right here was the only picture I had to go off of it for most of the day, but fortunately within minutes of me setting up to record this video, they showed off this picture right here, and as you can see, it's a pretty interesting looking kit. Now these are very much first impression thoughts for me because I've basically only seen this image right now when I've just pulled it up, but it's kind of an interesting design. Now I'm not sure it'll look very good as a finished kit just because there's a lot of white on here and that I feel can make it look a little bit cheap, but I'm definitely seeing some Freedom vibes. I'm definitely seeing some influence from the original Buildstrike and of course the Star Buildstrike, and overall I am kind of curious to see how this kit turns out. Also, quite surprisingly to me, this is going to be a retail release. We also have our next real grade announcement, and to nobody's surprise, it's a unicorn variant. This is the real grade Banshee Unicorn. Now there's really not much I can say about this. I built the unicorn, I did like it quite a bit, and the Banshee Unicorn here looks just absolutely awesome. I love what they did with this, and I'm really happy to see this come out because the high grade Banshee Unicorn does have some pretty lousy stickers. One thing I found kind of interesting about Bandai recently is that they've been showing a lot of favoritism towards the Norn as opposed to the normal Banshee. Now I myself am a bit of a Banshee Norn fan, so I'm perfectly okay with this. I just think it's a little interesting how they've been kind of ignoring the normal Banshee lately in favor of the upgraded version. So here's something that's probably going to piss a bunch of people off. This is the Master Grade Hazel Custom Titans colors. And guess what? She's still premium. I'll let you guys rage over that in the comments below. There's another real grade here that I think everyone probably saw coming, although I'm not sure everyone expected this to be premium as well. This is the real grade Shin Matsunaga Zaku 2 high mobility type. I believe this is the first time we've ever seen a kit of this exact mobile suit as a premium model, and I kind of understand why they did this. The whole high mobility Zaku thing in general feels kind of like filler for the real grade lines, so I guess it makes sense that they wouldn't want to clog up the main line with too many of them. If you thought that Bandai was done with the Gundam local type, you would be completely wrong because this is the Gundam FSD. I believe this stands for Full Scale Development. This is a upgraded version of the Black Gundam from Doan's Island. There's a surprising amount of new tooling going on here. The shoulders are new, the chest is new, he's got a new Gatling gun on his arm. Color-wise, this thing is going to be pretty similar to the previously released Gundam local type from Doan's Island. And the prototype we see here, I think, is a pretty early mock-up because if you look at the shield on this, and then you compare it to the shield in the line art for the Gundam, you can see that it is supposed to have a much more enhanced shield as opposed to the standard local type shield. Also, the name tag for this is green, and I'm not necessarily sure what that's about. Maybe this is one of those kind of concept prototypes that they're not really sure they're going to make yet. Coming back to the Banshee Norn again, we've got another perfect grade Banshee Norn. This is the final battle version, which basically just means green psycho frame. He does have some new decals as well, if you're into that sort of thing. This is a premium Bandai model, which is pretty unsurprising since we already got the Unicorn final battle, and that was premium Bandai. Oh, here's a cool kit right here. This is the Gyan Krieger. Now, I had no idea this mobile suit existed. As far as I knew, there were no serious modifications for the Gyan, but I have to say, this one looks pretty cool. And I was actually really hyped for this when we first saw some like magazine scans for it. I thought it was just really cool looking. I don't think I like it as much as the Gyan Salot, but it's still a really cool looking Gyan variant. And then we got some official images of it, and with them we got the announcement that, well, it's premium. I think it's a pretty interesting kit, but I'm not sure I'd shell out P-Bondi money for it. Finally, we have one last image here, and this is the only magazine scan you're going to be seeing in this video because we got pretty nice official images of all the other stuff that was in the magazine, but this is the Arianid Fleet set. Now, we did already see a little bit of this at one of the hobby shows a while back. We didn't know exactly how many kits were going to be included, but it looks like we're getting 2 Dynslef Grazes, Eox Graze Ground Type, and the Region Lays Julia. The Julia has the extra ground equipment, the Eox Graze and the 2 Dynslef Grazes are completely new kits, and overall this just looks like a much better deal than the Tekadon set. I mean, seriously, what was going on with that set? It was like 3 kits that we already got at retail and some weapons and a Landman Roadie. Not really sure what was up with that. Oh, and before I forget, here's the other kit from Battlelog Episode 5. We've already seen the new Buildstrike, but this looks to be some kind of Lightning Gundam. Unfortunately, there's not much more I can really tell you about it because it's just a silhouette with no real information attached to it, but I have to say it does look like it's got a pretty interesting outline. And as of 7:20 p.m. on Monday, November 20th, that is it for Gunpla News. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe as well. And as always, I'm Second Soundwave, and I'll see you next time. Take care, guys.